gold pin to put on. It's very tough to choose because there were a lot of adults in my scouting journey that helped a lot throughout the way. And I would like to give this to Mr. Wood, Eagle Mentor. If I had a second pin to give out, I would give it to Miss Whitney, because you were definitely helping along the way, all the way from when I was a Cub Scout. That was the first den that I ever joined. So I wish I had two, and he says that he can hook me up with one. Or I can split one in half, but I will. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dalton.
Let's see. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Burke to say a few words.
First of all, I'm amazed that you guys put this together on such short notice. So, thank you. I don't get much credit for Dalton being up here right now. That credit goes to his mom. I coached Dalton's baseball team for 7 years and also got him into golf. And his mom, I can remember the phone call, she says, "Hey, I want to take Dalton to a Cub Scout meeting." I'm like, that's a big commitment. I didn't say that, but that's the way I felt. And I'm glad I didn't say it, because did he ever need it? Mostly for the example that everybody here shows. The adult leadership and the older scouts, the example. I mean, the scouts that are the older scouts now, they're probably in their mid to late 20s. And just the example that Dalton had from them was amazing. And he has a lot to be proud of. Valedictorian at Century High School, won a statewide major golf tournament 3 years ago and got invited to the Tournament of Major Champions, and then won that. Honors College at Oregon State, and now an Eagle Scout. But mostly what I'm proud of is the size of his heart. When I think of Dalton well, I think of stories when he was a kid. His sister is now in her second week in her career as a teacher at Reynolds High School. She always wanted to be a teacher, and we have video of the two of them sitting on the couch when Madeline was 6 and Dalton was 3, and Madeline was trying to teach Dalton compound words. And she was trying to figure out exactly herself what compound words were. And she gave a couple of examples, and she said, "Can you give me an example of a compound word?" And Dalton said, "Well, like, I love you so much." I also think of, I said he was into sports, was and is, and I think of him as right about that same age, 3, maybe 4 years old. We're watching a golf tournament on TV, and somebody from about 175 yards out stuffs one to about 6 inches. And Dalton looks at me and says, "Dada, he missed." But when I think of Dalton, I think, and the character that he has, I think mostly of when things didn't go well, and how he showed himself there. When I was coaching his baseball team, I remember I'm coaching at third. It's right over here at the middle school. What's the name of the middle school? Peter Bosco, yeah. And we're Peter Bosco Middle School, and it's winning time runs at third, the winning runs at second. It's the last inning, the last out. Dalton's the batter, and he struck out to end the game. And I'll never forget, he didn't collapse into a heap. He didn't ball his head off. He didn't scream. He walked back to the dugout with his head held high. And I remember thinking to myself, he showed me more than he could have if he, gotten that base hit up the middle and won the game. A few years later, he was in a high school golf tournament at Stone Creek out in Molalla, that area. And played the whole tournament and wasn't gonna win that one or anything, but you know, he was done and had his scorecard. And the way it works in golf is you sign your scorecard. Once you sign it, it's written in stone. Well, he signed a scorecard that didn't have a box in there, and so they had to inform him that he was disqualified from the tournament. And I remember as a parent, my heart is just ripped out because the kid put all this work into it, and because of a technicality, he got disqualified. Dalton looked him in the eye and said, okay. You know, he accepted responsibility for it because he knew that it was his responsibility. So it's about the size of Dalton's heart, and that has a lot to do with the people in this room. Mr. Ozell, the Whitney family, the Wood family. So thank you, and thank you again for putting all of this together.